The Yetzer, he wants to tell us that there's no hope, only despair. And Rabbi Nachman says that even if he would have committed the worst sin in the entire Torah, no despair. He wouldn't fall into despair. Simply make tshuva. No room for despair ever. Ein yeush ba'olam klal. There's a story right here in our Holy Gemara, Tractate of Avodah Zorah, 17a, about a guy who was a real playboy. His name was Eliezer ben Dordia. And Eliezer ben Dordia, he was like, if he was around today, he'd be driving some Corvette, fancy suit, a lot of money in his pocket. And he spent lots of money on women. And he would go to the far ends of the earth to find beautiful women to spend money on them. Well, they told him there was a beautiful woman somewhere in the Greek islands. And he had to cross 7 rivers to get there. And he took a sack full of gold, took with him, and this was her price. And he gave her the sack full of gold. He finally made it up there to her. And she said to him, I'm the top, right? He said, yeah. He said, you know, stop and think what you've done to reach me. He said, have your fun, Eliezer. I don't know where this woman gets off talking, but yeah, she's the Yetzer. But you've got no choice, man. There's no way back. Hashem's never going to take your back. You're finished. Okay? You could finish what you're doing, but you're finished with Hashem. Here, this woman tells him that. And it just, like an arrow, pierced his heart. He left the gold. He just got up and he left. And he ran out to the field. This is what a Jewish boy in trouble does. You don't run to the lawyer. You don't run to the doctor. You don't run to your congressman. You run out to the field. Vayetze Yitzchak l'suach b'sadeh. So Eliezer ben Dordia, here, this woman, representative of the most ancient profession on earth, and she tells me that there's no hope. He says, well, somebody's got to help me. And he looked up to the mountains, and he said, mountains, you got to help me. And the mountain says, I'm going to help you? I got to help myself. The prophet Isaiah said, the mountains will all melt. Mashiach is going to come. Get out of here. He said, the mountains aren't going to help me. And he looked up in the sky, and he said, Shemayim, hey, you got to help me. You got to help me. Help me to convince Hashem to take me back. And he said, what? Help me? We're going to barely help ourselves. There's a pasuk in Isaiah that says that Shemayim is going to be like a curtain, and Hashem will just rip it up right before Mashiach comes. And the earth, what's going to happen to the earth? And he turned to the seas, and he says, waters of the sea, I'm in big trouble. You got to help me. And the sea says, what are you talking about? Mashiach's going to come, and we're all going to boil, and Hashem's going to dry us up. He said, nobody can help him. Shemayim can't help him. The sky can't help him. Land can't help him. Mountains can't help him. The stars, nobody can help him. So he figured, I guess nobody can help but me. And he did a cheshbon nefesh. He did an hour of hitbodedut. For a whole hour, he thought about all the bad things he did, and he was so sorry. He said, I'm so sorry, Hashem. I'm so sorry that I did damage to my neshama. I'm so sorry that I caused you this anguish. And he put his head between his knees, and he cried, and he cried, and he cried, and he cried, and he cried so much that he just purified his body, and the neshama just left him. That's it. Then the sky opened up, and a voice came from heaven, a bat kol, and it said, Rabbi Eliezer ben Dordia is invited to the world to come. So we put it to song. Oh, Sinnerman, where you gonna run to? Oh, Sinnerman, where you gonna run to? Oh, Sinnerman.
where you gonna run to all on that day? Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me? Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me? Run to the rocks, rocks, won't you hide me all along that day? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me? Run to the sea, sea, won't you hide me all on that day? Lord said, Sinnerman, the sea's going to boil him. Lord said, Sinnerman, sea's going to boil him. Lord said, Sinnerman, sea's going to boil him all along that day. Run to the stars, stars, won't you hide me? Run to the stars, stars, won't you hide me? Run to the stars, stars, won't you hide me all along that day? Run to the clouds, clouds, won't you hide me? Run to the clouds, clouds, won't you hide me? Run to the clouds, clouds, won't you hide me all along that day? Run to the sand, won't you hide me? Run to the sand, sand, won't you hide me? Run to the sand, sand, won't you hide me all along that day? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me all along that day? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me? Run to Hashem, please won't you hide me all along that day? Hashem says, step right in. Hashem says, step right in. Hashem says, step right in. All along that day, did he die?